Great progress was made during the second quarter of 2010. In April, the first optimized conventional takeoff and landing test plane, AF-1, rolled off the F-35 final finishes facility, sporting new paint and coatings. Flying since November, the stealth jet also had an intensive period of ground testing before its ferry a month later. On May 17th, AF-1 and AF-2 flew from Fort Worth to Edwards Air Force Base in California. This two-ship ferry signaled a further expansion of F-35 flight test operations. The Edwards F-35 test fleet will grow to include at least 8 aircraft.
Release brakes now.
There it goes.
On a hot summer Sunday in early June, the first F-35C carrier variant flew for the first time, assuring a future of long-range first day of the war stealth striking capability from the Navy's big deck carriers. Flown by F-35 test pilot and retired naval aviator Jeff Knowles, the aircraft logged a 57-minute flight.
It felt great. It was just like we planned. We've been training for this mission for months and months, and airplane flew just like I expected it to fly. A little different than the other airplanes, but just a beautiful flying airplane all the way around.
On June 7th, the first Mission Systems-equipped F-35 joined the fleet at Naval Air Station, Patuxent River, Maryland, adding a new dimension to the F-35 flight testing underway at Pax River. The short takeoff vertical landing, or STOVL F-35B, was the fourth F-35 to arrive at the test site. About a week later, a STOVL variant flew faster than the speed of sound for the first time. The aircraft accelerated to Mach 1.07, or about 727 miles per hour, on the first of a long series of planned supersonic flights. Much progress is being made at the BAE manufacturing facilities in Salisbury, England, where the aft fuselage and vertical and horizontal tails for each F-35 are designed, engineered, and manufactured.
As a Tier 1 teammate, BAE Systems brings a great deal of expertise and experience to the JSF program. As the founding company of the STOVL technology, BAE Systems had a leading role in the Harrier program, and all of that STOVL heritage we brought forward into the JSF program. In Pax River, my flight test team is leading with Lockheed Martin the STOVL flight test program, and Graham Tomlinson, our test pilot, has recently completed the first vertical landing of the F-35B variant. Here in the UK, we have a centre of excellence for very high precision manufacturing of airframes. We've utilised all of that technology and capability on the F-35 program, and we've transferred a lot of that technology also to our other teammates, Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman, for the betterment of the overall program.
We've currently got a fully loaded production line here at BAE Systems with 5 CTOL aircraft and 4 STOVL aircraft on the line, all from Lot 3. We're due to load the Lot 4 aircraft around about November with the first CV variant, CFO5. We've a further 3 aeroplanes in our shipping facility waiting delivery to Fort Worth, and with 2 aeroplanes on final assembly that you can see sat behind me here, which is BF-13 and AF-14, going through finished equipping operations.
As always, it's a busy time here in our production facility in the UK. We've delivered all of our SDD aircraft, our LRIP Lot 1 and Lot 2 aircraft, and now we have 10 aircraft in flow for LRIP Lot 3. Our plan shows that we will deliver 18 aircraft this year, and they'll all be Lot 3 aircraft. Next year, we'll go up to 32 aircraft for Lot 4, and then following that, we'll ramp through 40s, through 50s, and then eventually, over the 5 to 6 year time period, we'll eventually get to the 1 a day rate that everyone on the JSF program is aiming for. Both BK1 and BK2 are LRIP Lot 3 aircraft. They're currently in flow on our production line, and we'll deliver those aircraft to the final assembly line in Fort Worth in quarter 3 and quarter 4 of this year.
In respect to the workforce, there's clearly a lot of pride in building the first 2 aeroplanes for the RAF, and there's a sense of making history on those 2 aeroplanes going through the facility. Clearly the workforce have got a sense of pride about all the products they produce, but there is certainly a special feeling around the first 2 aircraft for the RAF. We currently have a 7,000 square metre assembly facility, purpose-built for F-35. It was a new facility. We'll be extending this facility with a 7,000 metre extension Beyond 2011, when that facility comes online, we have a capacity then to accelerate the ramp rate up to an aircraft every 3 days. Beyond that, coming up to 2015 at peak rate production, there'll be a further extension of this facility, again of a similar size, that gives us the capacity through to 1 aircraft per day.
One of the real challenges on JSF is to make sure that we have very efficient and capable supply chains to get us up the LRIP ramp rate and get us to the 1 a day rate. Here in the UK, we have very extensive supply chains externally with lots of our partner companies in the UK, in Europe and around the world. And also internally to BAE Systems, we've embarked on a very significant construction program where we've consolidated all of our titanium high-speed machining into a single, brand new, state-of-the-art facility. Fully automated and can operate almost lights out. That facility will be up and running in September of this year to produce the very high specification and tolerance components that will go into the final assembly line next door to produce F-35 aft fuselages, which we then deliver into the Fort Worth line.
Full-scale static testing validating the strength of the airframe was successfully completed for the F-35A CTOL variant, opening the flight envelope for those jets. 0 structural failures were found during the testing, which was concluded in less than half the time required on legacy fighter programs. BAE Systems Structural and Dynamic Test Laboratory in Bruff, England was the home for this testing. Another testing milestone was reached when a Lightning II carrier variant was dropped from heights of more than 11 feet in a series of simulated aircraft carrier landings. The aircraft experienced no load exceedances or structural damage during the drop tests, which will help confirm the F-35C's structural integrity for carrier operations. Thank you for watching this quarter's F-35 Team Update. This video and the latest F-35 program news can also be found at LockheedMartin.com.